Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds, and it'll move the stick.
By the receiver. First down. Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Off the play fake on first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders in this defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Bringing pressure. In the clear at the 25. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the single back takes the handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense all the way through has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. The Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking right, this one caught. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man, has the 1st down. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. Just short of a 1st down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
Now they're running on the toss. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. 1st down here for this offense. They'll run it here. Got space, looking to score. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And looking for a big play here. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. You're going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Second down after the incompletion. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down inside their own 40. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Single back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the handoff on the jet sweep. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this defense has to respect this quarterback and how he can get out in the open. Sometimes he will run, but the offensive coordinator does a nice job with the defense focused on the quarterback. You go with a jet sweep, you get your speedster out on the edge, and the defense doesn't know if the quarterback has it or if he hands it off to the jet sweep. That's a big gain for the offense.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Back now goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. One play, they're already past the 40, first and 10.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years. And
they'll loft this one deep to the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense takes the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Keeping it on the ground here. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Their first level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. The shotgun handoff here. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, Chris, this is almost really like a punt. It's third down and long. If you're going to throw a pick, this is the time to do it. Throw it way downfield. The defense, yeah, they intercepted, but because it's so far downfield, it's essentially a punt by the offense.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense going on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's going to take off here. They're able to get him down. Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. It's a quick grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, knocked the ball to 44. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Looking to throw yet again. He'll take a deep shot. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Longhorns offense takes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The offenses have had their way so far. These defenses looking for answers. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got a receiver wide open here. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, we always want to look at the quarterback after a play like that. What did he do? Getting outside of the pocket, finding open receivers, I got it. But how about the receivers? Finding themselves understanding that they have to change the rules of their routes and adjust to what the quarterback is doing by scrambling.
On the run, he'll let it go. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Touchdown, Dogs. This offense is still clicking. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. We'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We get the 2nd half started with the running play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw to the left side. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's moving out of the pocket. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain. Makes the ground, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker. Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And the Bulldogs come up to the line in the hurry-up. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snags the quick throw. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. The Bulldogs are in the red zone. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will he score here? Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still no answer for this offensive machine. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed made by the tight end. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pass rush closing in. And he cannot escape. The defense with a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with his sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He's swarmed by the defense. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
A running play called on 4th down. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Second down after that short completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He stays alive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dogs. Made the defense look slow that time. extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Longhorns will crank up the tempo. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Breaks free. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to create. Breaks loose at the 40. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Defense creates a big turnover, and that'll end the quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
What a great job by this defense really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Second down after that previous play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Here's the second down play. Sticking with the running game. He's swarmed by the defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. 1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Texas offense comes back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Fights through the tackler. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Ball hurrying to the line here with the clock running. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and get right back in it.
And they tack on the extra point. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback just takes a knee. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against